It's Talk Funny, a podcast by Mark Bailey and other comics from all over. We came to Japan because the Emmy Award-winning governor of New York killed our parents by sending COVID patients into nursing homes, then made a pass on our sisters. The Talk Funny podcast from NagoyaRadio.com and Nagoya Comedy. Here's Mark Bailey.
Yeah, Talk Funny, hey, meron na Mark, hey. Usaka na Mike, hey. Talk Funny, hey, welcome to Talk Funny. Pilse Sonye da Anyavad. So, thanks for listening again. Mm-hmm. And Mike Miller is here. I don't want to pull a Trevor, but I think we'll do it live! I guess we'll run with this joke. I was dating a girl a long time ago, of course, in the 90s, and she was not Japanese, but she kept saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. Mm-hmm. And she did run. I thought it was a speech defect, but it was actually love, love, love.
Relationships, you know?
Yeah.
Good to be back.
Well, this is going to nerd people out a little bit. A little nerdy. I've had Japanese people tell me this a lot. Like, we've done some Japanese tips, but I also speak Chinese, as you know. And I learned it. I think the tones are overrated, seriously. I think if you learn it, it's the same as ga and wa in Japanese. If you just learn the phrase and learn how to say that, and it sounds remotely like a Chinese or Japanese person, the way they say their native language, that's close enough. When I first tried to learn ga and wa, it didn't make any sense. Japanese people are saying if you want to emphasize this, use ga. And if you want to emphasize that, you use wa. What if I just want to be known as someone who can speak Japanese?
Yeah.
I just want to speak Japanese. So the only way around that is, I like cake. Keiki ga suki.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's how you say it.
Always ga.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's onaka ga suita. It would sound strange. You know, my stomach is empty. I'm hungry. It would sound strange, and I don't even know why. Onaka wa suita. I think it probably would sound. First of all, it sounds like you don't know Japanese well, and it also sounds like somebody else's stomach, maybe.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. What's another one? Nodo ga kawaite. It's decided. That's the way it is, and that's why when I teach English and people are asking, "What's the difference between to myself and by myself?" And I said, just memorize by myself. As English teachers, what we really love is explaining a little fine point. It's like, this is 10 minutes of my life and your life that we're never going to get back. Just memorize it.
When I'm tired after all my classes and explaining that to a teacher that comes up to me, that's when I really love getting into the minutiae of English grammar.
The best part is narration. When you get a non-native English speaker as your boss, and she'll say, okay, thanks for doing the narration. It took 15 minutes. I'm going to get some nice money out of that. I just got, can you just answer a quick question for me? Okay, there's no such thing. But what's the difference between I like to go there and I like going there? And I said, pick which one you like and use it. Don't care. But there must be a difference. Well, if there is, I don't care.
Yep.
We don't care. We don't care. Use either one. But couldn't I say, but isn't it true that I like to go there means when I go there, I like it, but I like going there. And I said, you're overthinking this. Native speakers don't think about that, okay?
Yeah.
Just find one you like and use it.
All that matters.
Exactly. One time in a business class, I had a guy, he's just trying to break your balls, just asking questions just for the sake of it. And he said, what's the difference in English between tube and pipe? And I thought about it. I'm like, well, what's the difference between chubu and pipe-boo? Right? That has nothing to do with English.
Yeah.
It's the same difference, whatever it is. I'm not an engineer, but... And he goes, well, I know the difference in Japanese. And I said, I will bet you it's probably the same difference. I said, if that's your only problem in English, you're doing great. Who cares? What I was getting at is Japanese will tell me, oh, you're learning Chinese. It should be easy for English speakers because Chinese has the same, English...
Grammar, order, yeah.
I like cake, SVO. And also Chinese is SVO, subject, verb, object. Got a little nerdy here. And I'm thinking, well, you don't know anything about how to learn a language because that's the least important part.
Yes.
Let's see, I'd say tone. We're going to get letters. Every single idea is a different letter. You got 2,000, 3,000 characters as a base for your alphabet. Those are some bigger problems than, it's like if you didn't have all those problems and I'd go to China, I'm like, and they say, cake you like? Mm-hmm. I don't understand. Cake like you? Cake like you? God, I wish Chinese was... When I do speaking tests at the university, I'll tell them, when you go for the homeband for the actual test, I don't want you taking your paper or your questions. You need to learn to recognize the question and talk from your head. And that's the whole test. So I say, Take no paper. Take paper no. Paper no take. Paper take no. S'il vous plaît. No portare papel per favore. Kein nimmt papier. And then, so some autistic guy, it says on the board, take no paper. And he's like, one question, take no paper. No, it's not bamboo paper. You're missing the point.
Kid is going to go into law school and then do well.
That's the kid where I make a joke at the end because nobody wants homework. Students don't want homework. So I'll say, raise your hand if you want homework. And then I'll pretend to count 8 people. I'll point at people that have been bugging me in the class. And at the end, so I said, I'm just kidding, no homework, see you next week. So he comes up at the end and he said, which were the 8 people that were homework? I didn't see them raise their hand. Because it never happened, kind of like this class. I think you need to take things more literally. What is it they say about Trump? You need to take him literally sometimes and figuratively other times. You need to take me figuratively all the time. Don't believe a word I say. Rules of Bailey's English class. Don't talk to Bailey in English class. Don't talk about Bailey's English class.
Exactly. That's rule number 1.
Yeah, so that point is that's not what makes a language easy. Another language story, very quickly. I had all my computer problems I've had. I had a problem with one of my universities. They got some cheap software for Excel.
Excel Access.
I think they bought some Excel, Central Park or something, because it's all in Polish. And they don't know because they don't speak English.
What?
It's not in Japanese at all. They know how to use the program, but I don't use it that much. So I actually need a language that I speak, so I know what the hell I'm clicking on. You got all these panels. Was that delete or was that copy?
Yeah.
Kind of makes a difference.
Just a little.
So I actually had to learn Polish to use the Excel software at Jade University. And I'm trying to explain it to them. I called them up and they said, we still don't have the form. And I said, I can't read. And they're like, well, no, you know what it is. You do this every year. And I said, but this year it's in Polish. That's like a Polish joke right there.
Oh my gosh.
Who bought this in Central Park? Some Polak? Jesus. We love you, Poland. Love you. We're going to get letters. But you got to admit, if you had to pick a country, that's kind of a funny one. In the 70s, they would say it's 10 o'clock at night. Do you know where your children are on TV? And in Poland, they would say it's 10 o'clock at night. Do you know what time it is? In New York, even. In New Jersey, right? New York make fun of New Jersey.
Right.
New Jersey makes fun of Pennsylvania and the Amish. Pennsylvania makes fun of Kentucky. Kentucky makes fun of West Virginia. West Virginia makes fun of Tennessee.
Is there a place where it stops? Like where they just we don't have anyone else we can make fun of?
Maybe Hawaii?
Hawaii?
I don't know. They really don't like... Well, I shouldn't even say it. There's an Asian country. A lot of people that visit Hawaii, Hawaiians that are born there, they look like... We're supposed to say bullshit. We love you. We love you. We love you. All right. Mark Bailey, Mike Miller, Talk Funny.